You know, it's ironic, the fact that I'm as stressed out as I am. Welcome to this week's episode of Car Confessions, which is coming to you so much later than it usually does, but that's because I've been a little bit stressed out. And that is ironic considering on Monday I am launching my Yoga for Stress and Anxiety online program, and here I am, super stressed out. Not like super stressed out, but the last 2 weeks I have just been plowing through work like crazy. Then of course I was in Moncton all last weekend and I haven't slept well all week. More on that in a minute. I just realized is after 4 o'clock I hadn't even recorded this week's video. Normally I have it recorded, edited, uploaded, and published by 3:30, so clearly I'm behind times here. It's just been insanity. And I hate to even complain because I get to do such fun things for my job, but that doesn't mean that they don't pile up and that they can be a little bit stressful when you're trying to get all this stuff done. So the reason I haven't been sleeping well is because 2 nights ago in the middle of the night, we heard this great big crash on our roof and we didn't know what it was. And it woke us up, scared us half to death. Eventually we decided, you know what, it had to be a raccoon. We saw a raccoon outside a week or so ago, have dropped down from the tree above our house and just dropped on the ceiling, or on the roof rather, right above our bedroom, unfortunately. So that's what we figured it was. And then last night, just as I was about to go to bed, I heard this awful sound coming from the front corner or the back corner of my house. And there's a window right there, and that's where our back deck is. So I turned on the light to the back deck, and Rose and I went flying over, and we looked out, and there is this gigantic flippin' raccoon climbing up the side of our house, climbing up the vinyl siding, and it is enormous. If this is me and Rose is right here, the raccoon on the opposite side of the glass, obviously, was kind of peering around, looking back in at us. So we were only a couple feet apart. And at midnight, that's a little bit alarming. Then, of course, it started climbing again. I thought for sure it was going to fall on our back deck, which is closed in, and it was going to get stuck there. And anyway, it got wherever it was going and did not make any more noise. And I finally went to bed, but I didn't sleep all that well. And I woke up feeling like garbage. Anyway. So I guess we're gonna have to get some live traps because now I'm concerned that it's pregnant and that's why it's so fat, and then we're gonna have like all these little raccoons running around. I guess that's it for this week's episode because this stressed out girl still has a whole bunch of stuff to do before she can call it a day. If you have any suggestions about things that we can put in this live trap to collect this flippin' raccoon, foods that you've tested yourself and have been successful in trapping, please let me know in the comments because I've had enough of this guy or girl, and I don't really want him setting up shop on my house, especially if there are raccoon babies in its cute little fuzzy raccoon belly. So yeah, hit me up with your raccoon tips. Otherwise, have a wonderful weekend and I will talk to you next week.